Street from Independence Street, NOLA, and I'm here with my friend Helen, also known as the Crimson Cadaverous, also on Instagram. And this is our first of many weekly celestial chats. Yes. Okay, so this week we're going to talk about the Leo new moon and Uranus conjunct the North Node. Correct. So why don't you get us started with where the moon is now, and we'll just take it from there.
All right, so as we're recording this, we do have the moon in Gemini, but we're talking about the week starting Monday. So the moon is going to move into Cancer, which is where she is in her home sign. So she's kind of at home there, she feels more comfortable there. And that actually happens to be the same time that we're experiencing the Balsamic moon, which is the final phase of the moon cycle, where it is in its waning crescent phase.
Okay, so, and we say that the moon is at home in Cancer.
Yes.
Because Cancer is ruled
by the moon. Yes.
So that's why it makes it at home.
Yes.
Okay, and then also you said balsamic, and that's just balsamic.
Yeah, that's the final stage of the moon. Yeah.
Okay, and so, and it's always, like when it's in the final stage, we always refer to as
the balsamic.
Okay.
Yeah. Or waning crescent.
Or waning crescent.
Yeah. I just like to use fancy terms.
I know.
I like to make it out to be like a salad.
I know. It's like now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. So the moon is moving into Cancer in this final stage, this balsamic stage.
Yes. So it's kind of like giving us a chance to like clear out and cleanse any like just kind of the old like feelings, any kind of paradigm that's already shifted that we're kind of like left with some of the stagnant energy
From Cancer season.
Yes,
Okay.
from Cancer season, because we just moved into Leo season.
Yay!
So, yay, Leo energy.
I know.
Yes.
She's a Leo.
Well, you're a Leo moon,
I'm a
so
Leo.
we got lots of Leo energy
Yeah.
here.
Sweating. Is that
Yeah.
part of Leo energy, or is it just?
Probably. It's probably because we live in New Orleans.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay, proceed. Sorry.
So the Cancer moon is kind of just giving us that chance to just kind of clear off that last little bit of stuff that's left over, and getting us ready for the new moon in Leo, which is going to be just kind of like a confidence boost. And
What date is Leo new moon?
That's on Thursday, the 28th.
So we have Monday.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the moon is in Cancer.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys just take that time, right? Just take that time to kind of go over everything that you kind of went through in Cancer. And I was actually thinking about this last night. I really appreciated how you said, like, getting rid of, because the moon is getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when we talk about a new moon, right, we always talk about planting seeds.
Yes.
So I think that's nice. Like, we're still kind of leading that card,
Yeah.
right? And like preparing the soil for this Leo new moon
Right.
on Thursday.
And with the Cancer moon, it's kind of like house cleaning.
Yeah.
Because Cancer's at home. So it's like house cleaning, but like inside of us, house cleaning.
Yeah.
Because you want to think about Cancer is the crab. And the crab is at home inside his shell.
Right.
So we think about our bodies as our shell.
Yeah.
And so it's like we're kind of in our home, so we're kind of like cleaning it out now.
Yeah, and I think that's really important for you to say that too, because just not for me, I mean, for me personally, like I'm constantly cleaning my house, but with this, because we just left the Capricorn full moon, which really was about work,
Yep.
right, and it was in Cancer. So I really am thinking about how to rework my home,
Yep.
but also my home,
Yep.
and like integrating the new thoughts that I have about my home. So this to me is all lining up very well to move
Yeah.
into this Leo new moon on Thursday. Because I know I said this and you said this too, right? Because to me, one of the big things in Leo season will be more inner child healing.
Yes, and that's going to be a big thing with this. And I think the fact that Jupiter stations retrograde the same day as the new moon is giving us a little bit more of a chance of healing. And it's not so much healing as just coming to a place of acceptance and joy over the growth that we've had. I think we've had a lot of growth, and it's like, again, acceptance, but joy of that, like accepting it in a very joyful way, that we've grown a lot.
Right, and it's good for us to remember Jupiter is the planet of expansion.
Yes.
Give some love. Those are
Right.
pretty big ones, right?
And it's like we already have this like big Leo moon, that
Right.
big, big bold Leo energy.
Yeah.
And then we've got Jupiter, going, all right, let's think about some things, but in a positive way. Like Jupiter stationing retrograde is never a negative thing, because
No.
he's just always positive.
Right.
Jupiter's positive. He's like either you're looking outward or you're looking inward. He doesn't care. He's always happy.
Right, and also Jupiter represents the idea of faith.
Yes.
Right. And I will take a step further and say destiny. No.
Yes. Which we're about to talk about destiny. destiny.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this Leo new moon is on Thursday.
Yes.
Jupiter stations retrograde on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. And I will have a new moon. Do you do a new moon talk?
I'll do like a new moon post, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll do a new
Type of
moon.
thing.
I always do a new moon, full moon on my channel. So, and then on your, you do dailies.
Yeah.
But okay. So
But I'll do a special thing for the new moon too.
Jupiter. In the
Yeah.
house.
I know. Jupiter. Anytime Jupiter touches anything, it just gets bigger. It's just what he does. Big
What?
benefactor.
Abundance.
Yes.
Okay. So Thursday, and then going through the week,
Mhm.
Friday.
You know, interesting thing is, so we've got the Leo new moon, which
Yeah.
of course is associated with the lion.
Mhm.
But the next day we have International Tiger Day on the 29th.
Yes.
So they started celebrating that back in 2010 as a way of bringing awareness to the plight of tigers.
Okay.
So unfortunately, these beautiful, powerful creatures are very endangered right now.
Yeah.
There was less than 3,000 of them in the wild back in 2010, but due to the conservation efforts of 5 different countries right now, they've gotten that back up to 5,000.
Oh my God, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yay! But
I
that's
know,
it?
I
Okay,
know.
Okay.
So there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yes.
But again, if we're seeing in the course of like 10, 15 years of, you know, almost like doubling.
Yeah. Ooh, and Jupiter's going retrograde.
Exactly.
Let's get on this.
So we're definitely going to include some research that we did on this, some resources about like what we all could do to help the tigers. But I just wanted to mention that because they're such a powerful creature, and you know, just thinking about their energy right after that Leo new moon. It's like I always think about like the sun in Leo, you know, being kind of like the lion energy,
Yeah.
but I think about Mars in Leo being the tiger energy because the tiger's just fierce and powerful.
So are you telling me that Mars is in Leo right now?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Taurus. He's
Oh.
swearing. He's swearing.
Okay.
Which we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
He's in Venus's sign.
Okay. So Mars is in the north. Sorry. It is the year of the tiger.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's the year of the water tiger.
Yes.
In
And so
Chinese zodiac.
we're going to do some links to how you can help the tigers. Okay. Which is International Tiger Day is on Friday.
Yep.
Okay. So moving into Saturday.
Yes.
What's happening?
Saturday we are getting ready for, not quite there yet, but we're getting ready for the Uranus North Node conjunction. It's kind of an easy day actually. I don't want to say easy,
Sure.
but
Well, listen, we're
kind
gonna
of a light day
right.
in between all these other things
Yeah.
that we have going
And
on.
we'll be most likely feeling this energy the whole week.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So we're just kind of preparing for that Sunday energy, which, you know, we were talking before we made this video about how perfectly we set up the week. You know,
Yeah.
we couldn't have set it up on our own if we were writing a movie about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're moving into, you know, clearing off this energy. We got the boost of the Leo new moon, but that's all kind of setting us up for Sunday when we have Uranus, the Great Awakener, meeting up with the North Node of Destiny.
Yes.
And I know you want to talk about destiny.
I know, I do. And so Taurus is in the North Node right now.
Mhm.
And we talk about the North Node. It's
Uranus is in Taurus.
Yeah, and Uranus is in Taurus. Yeah, sorry. But Taurus is in the North Node.
Taurus is the sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Taurus
Yeah.
is in. I would say Taurus is in the North Node, but I'm saying we're saying the same thing.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. And then so how are you saying it?
I'm saying Uranus is in Taurus.
Right.
Uranus and the North Node are conjunct in Taurus.
Yeah, and I'm saying, yeah, right, the North Node is in Taurus.
Yeah.
Yes, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
We're just saying it a different way.
Yeah, semantics. And so Taurus is an earth sign.
Yes.
Taurus is a fixed sign.
Yes.
And so when things are in the North Node, we call that the Node of Destiny.
Yes.
Yes. And so it's basically in a soul level what we are all moving towards in a
Mhm.
higher vibration. So, and this only happens with everyone meeting in Taurus, North Node and Uranus.
It hasn't happened since 1855 was the last time Uranus and the North Node met up in Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
They meet up every 15 years. But
Right.
it's still, you know, like a
Taurus in
Uranus and
Taurus.
North Node in Taurus.
Hasn't happened since
1855.
But every 15 years,
They meet up in some sign.
Uranus and Taurus meet up.
Right.
Right. It's just the North Node is what's making it not a shitstorm,
Right.
but exciting because that's where it only happens basically once in a lifetime.
Yes.
Like you said, the last time was 1855.
Right.
And what was happening around there?
That was right before we had the Civil War here in this country.
Right.
It was not too long after the founding of the country in general, when you really think about it.
Right.
So.
And so I think it's important to know, but just to note that we are in this time of reinventing ourselves.
Yes.
Right? I don't see this as we're going towards civil war. Okay, that's
No,
to me not what
not
that
at all.
means. But it means it is time to, Taurus is Earth and Uranus is the sky, right?
Mhm.
So, and I did a little blog about this today for Leo season, but it's the re-meeting of Earth and sky, matter and spirit.
Yeah.
Right, and it is in Leo season. So I do believe this is a great time for a great rebirth within all of us to see what it is that we are, what we believe in, right, with Jupiter retrograde.
Yeah.
You know, to revisit what it is.
Our beliefs, how they've evolved.
Right, how
Yeah.
they've evolved. So we saw some great fear mongering about this.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why we were immediately started to do these videos.
Yeah, and I gotta say, that's the last thing that Uranus wants. He
Right.
wants us to think of a higher level of consciousness, where
Right.
we're kind of almost like looking above that.
Right.
Because he represents the sky, so
Right.
he's looking down above everything. That's why he's so concerned with humanity,
Right.
because he's looking down on all of it. He can see it from the bird's eye view of the sky, basically.
Yes, and so I always refer to him as the cosmic mind,
Yes.
right, which I also believe is the heart, but it's also important to me to point out that, you know, Gaia, right, Earth Gaia, in mythology they were married.
Yes, they were
Right.
married, but that was also his mother, too.
Right.
They always get kind of weird like that.
It's the
Greek
South.
stuff. Yeah.
It is Greek stuff, but yes, that too. But it's important again, but to me that just reinforces this idea of re-meeting of matter and spirit,
Yeah.
Earth and sky. Taurus is Earth, Uranus was born from the Earth, right? And he's coming down and he's making this meeting. And I think that to me is a very beautiful energy. It's not one to be feared or to freak out about. It's like, oh, how can I reconnect this at a really deeper level?
Mm-hmm. And I definitely see him just kind of tying up the loose ends of what we've kind of been evolving in the background with anyways. Like unconsciously there's been a lot of things evolving for us that have kind of taken a long period of time because Pluto was involved in it.
Right.
And now we have Uranus coming in just kind of like, all right, you know, let's get on with it. Let's get to that higher level of consciousness. Let's look from up above, you know, and stop getting like stuck in the bucket thing.
Yeah, and which is a good point to realize too, like if things are falling away or, you know, Taurus wants things to be stable.
Yes.
So let things fall. You know, if you guys feel like bumbly and rumbly this week, just go with it, right?
Yeah.
Just go with it. Like, take your deep breaths and just let things fall. Because what's going to come is what's going to be stable.
Yeah.
And where we need to be. So, I think this is an exciting week, friend.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of clearing off all the stuff that doesn't work anymore, that's stagnant, that's just kind of like the old way.
Yeah.
Just, you know, we've evolved already,
Yep.
and now we need to be sitting in a place where we're actually like accepting that evolution.
Yeah, allow this to come in for summer.
Yes.
Right? So this is hot girl summer. I was going to say hot Uranus summer, but that might not have translated.
Yeah, that, I don't know, that might end us up on
Yeah, we'll save that for next time.
on the list.
We've got plans. We've got ideas. Okay, so is there anything else you want to follow up about this week? And just so you guys know, this is just an overview of the energies. Helen does very specific energies of each day on her Instagram, and there'll be a link to that. And then on my blog, I check in and out of this. So if you guys want something that's really particular, you know, check out her Instagram for sure. And then, you know, I'll do the moons and things like that. But we really want to come on here to talk about the weekly energies, just the big energies, and just to tell you guys not to freak out.
Yeah, don't freak out.
No.
We're all kind of going through this together.
Yes.
I think that's the important thing is you're not the only one kind of dealing with, you know, a time that doesn't totally make sense.
Right.
Yeah, because it's okay to say that. It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It's new.
And we're writing new stuff. And that was the other thing I was going to say. Uranus rules Aquarius,
Yes.
and we are in the stage of Aquarius.
Yeah.
So to me,
And
it's
Saturn's
all,
in Aquarius right now.
Right.
So,
and he's
yeah.
retrograde, so it's all making sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, the last thing I wanted to mention about this Uranus North Node conjunction is that we also have Mars in the mix.
Right, so this goes back to International Tiger Day.
Right.
Okay.
So Mars being in the mix is interesting because he's in Taurus right now, which is a Venus-ruled sign.
Right.
So Venus and Mars were doing this transformation thing with Pluto all winter, up with Uranus in a Venus sign.
Mhm.
So it's almost like him recognizing his feminine side.
He's ready. He's been
Yeah.
recognizing it for a while.
Exactly.
But
It's
now
like
it's
him
like-
kind of going like, oh, I have that in me.
I got this.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's sitting in Taurus, so it's like he understands that energy.
Yeah. And he was just in Taurus for, well, maybe not. I don't want to. He's been in Taurus for a minute.
Little while,
Okay.
not quite a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
making me look like I know what I'm talking about. No, okay. Okay, guys. So, yeah, going back to that, though, just real fast, and then we'll wrap this up. But once again, integrating this divine masculine, divine feminine energy. You know, with Leo is that masculine sign, but he also rules the heart
Yes.
and the left eye, which is that we associate with feminine. So this is a real time of integration to me.
Yeah.
Earth and sky, you know.
Yeah.
Just getting us together.
The higher mind, the body.
Yeah. So if you guys are feeling weird, feel weird.
Yeah.
Drink
and
lots of water.
Listen, we've been talking about this a lot. We're all kind of feeling symptoms.
Yeah.
You know, like the physical stuff where we're like, what is this? And it's
Yeah.
like
We don't know.
It's
just going through it.
going into something new.
Right. So make sure you have buddies. There's
Yeah.
always people out there. to
Drink
help
your
you.
water.
Drink water.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys need therapy, go get therapy. It's
Yeah.
okay. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's wrap this up. We're at 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. As always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me in my DMs or over email. And how can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me on my Instagram. We're gonna probably link that through in the bottom. And yeah.
Okay. All right. See you guys next time.